Namaste and good evening to one and all. Welcome to Leaders Connect 360, episode LC0190. Leaders Connect 360 is CSR initiative by Bija Training and organized by the Mask Leadership. My name is Sri Aleke Pooja. I am an author of Lifestyle Liberation book and NLP trainer and transformation coach. Leaders Connect 360 is started with the specific objective of inviting 1000 plus leaders and create a million leaders. It is an online hub where every Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. we learn from top management leaders on Zoom live, and once in quarter in each city we have an offline networking meet to network, support and grow with the leaders. That's when we call it Leaders Create More Leaders. Currently, all are muted, and we will be giving you an opportunity to speak to our guest, Mr. Prabhu Damodaran, convener Indian Techpreneurs Federation, Coimbatore, and panel discussion leader, Ms. Lakshman, NLP life coach and founder, all is well on the topic collaborative growth. Before you are unmuted, let me share that this episode LC0190 is being recorded. First time visitors may click on the WhatsApp, FB, and LinkedIn link on the chat box to get updated by joining us and creating more leaders. All in house are requested to turn on your videos, which will help in making the episode highly interactive. So, are we all ready to interact with our guest and our panel discussion leader? Then share a thumbs up or a smiley in the chat box. Oh, thank you. Before the introduction of the guest, let me also introduce Mr. Pankaj. Pankaj Vyas, the managing partner, Visa Training, will interact with our guest along with the panel discussion leader, Ms. Alagu. I shall welcome you all. Over to you, Mr. Pankaj.
So I think Pankaj is having some network issue. Thanks, Pankaj. Thank you, Pooja, for doing this curtain raising for today's episode. I welcome Prabhu sir. Good evening, Prabhu sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
How are you, sir? How are you?
Fine. Fine.
Great, sir. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining today's episode with us. Sir. Thank you so much for joining. And Alagu ma'am, thank you so much for taking up the role as a panel discussion leader today on the topic of collaborative growth. Thank you so much for choosing this topic, Prabhu sir. This is one important topic for currently in this situation. Thank you so much for taking this topic. So before taking, not taking more time, I'll just share the introduction video of today's guest of honor, Alagu Lakshman ma'am, before starting. You ready to watch the video?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Awesome. Great knowing you, Prabhu. Thank you so much for joining with us today. And not taking more time, let's hand over the session to Prabhu and Alagu ma'am. Yes, over to you, Alagu ma'am. You can start the session now. Yes.
Thank you so much, Arul, for inviting me to be the panel discussion leader. Uh, sorry, I'm slightly not well today. Thank you so much, Prabhu sir, for accepting to be our host today, and on a very important, topic, collaborative growth. So, in the current scenario, let me go into the discussion with the question: in today's environment, how can companies manage sudden disruptions? In the evolving world.
Okay. And thanks for inviting me. And it's a good effort. There will be a fixed time. At that time, you are all meeting every week. And it's good to know. First time I'm hearing such initiative from Chennai. Hope my voice is clear.
Yes, sir, it is.
So your question on how to manage sudden disruptions. First, we need to accept the fact that disruptions are real.
Yeah.
And time to time, disruptions can come from even every day morning. Mr. Trump can create on disruption to the whole world.
Yeah.
And by his tweet. And disruptions are in different forms. Technology can disrupt us.
Yes.
Consumer expectation also can disrupt the whole industry. We can pick some example. I am from the textile sector. I represent Indian Texpreneurs Federation. It's one of the largest textile entrepreneurs network in the country. We used to work with international buyers or domestic buyers with 6 months lead time of delivering fashion products in the past. Now, after the introduction of Shein, it's a Chinese brand, and they introduced the concept from the designs to delivery, they are making in 15 days time. So whenever they run a lot of data analytics, and if they pick data on the from the common platforms, and they used to design, and from the design to delivery to stores, they are doing in 15 days. And now the fast fashion culture created by these kind of brands created a big disruption across the world. Now in India also, the famous brand Zudio, they are also following the similar model. May not be in 15 days time, but little more time. So such disruptions are very new to manufacturing industry, particularly traditional industries like textiles. But by how we can get to know these kind of disruptions, we need to read a lot, connect the dots well, and we need to reflect on each data which is throwing out of the lot of media platforms, and everything by focusing on connecting the dots with as a group, we can definitely judge the trends. Whenever we used to read about the news about Shein, the brand from China, people used to tell that will be in China, it will not come to India, may not come to the whole world. But that is not the fact. As viruses are spreading across the globe within no time, and the concepts and new emerging themes also can reach any part of the world within no time due to better digital connectivity. So first, as a leader or as a company, as an entrepreneur, we need to read a lot. Now reading habits are very, very minimal among the younger generation. But by reading and reflecting, just reading will not be enough. And we need to connect as a group. And because sudden disruptions can create some kind of shock to the industry. And 50% of the people may not cope up. And whatever the hard work gone into the company for the past many years may go waste.
Go for a toss, yeah.
We need to always ahead of times. And for example, one is technology. Consumer expectation is in the form of fast fashion. Technology also can disrupt.
Yeah.
But in particularly in textiles, now we are seeing a lot of technology introduced in the past 10 years catching up like anything. And we are able to produce the same quantity of goods with 30 to 40% less machinery, with 50% less space, with 50% less workforce. So such technologies, early adopters are making money, and people are skeptical and still struggling to catch up the trends always lose. So to answer your question in a short manner, disruptions are real. We need to accept and we need to expect that such disruptions by reading and connecting the dots well. As a group, individuals may not cope up with the changes. As a team, definitely all can expect and make the changes within the organizations.
And they have to keep updating themselves, right?
Yes.
Especially with the AI technology catching up. Yeah, very true. And also, you said that it cannot be individually done. As a team, they have to.
A team, it is very easy to learn quickly, and also multiple minds applying on the same subject can throw out a lot of ideas.
True. Yeah. So when you say team, and what is the importance of shared goals, and how can we bring such alignment in our organizations? So when we have a common goal, we have to be in alignment with that goal and try to reach it.
Yes, it's a very big challenge for every organization, and shared goal bringing alignment is a very big dream of many organizations. Many organizations in their lifetime they are not able to achieve that goal, and few are doing with ease. The differentiating factor is the communication should flow from the top. The management should be very clear on the purpose of the organization. See, making money is one part of the agenda of any organization. Profits are important. Beyond that, how organization can add value to the employees, to the stakeholders, that is very important. If management is able to communicate that purpose to the employee, they will get motivation, number one. Number two, constantly communicating the purpose or the vision, and also engaging all levels of stakeholders are very, very important with proper training. Training means particularly we need to strengthen in our own experience the top management, the top leadership like vice president or general manager. They will be easily aligned with the vision of the management because their interaction levels with the management or the time spent with management is comparatively higher. And the middle level managers are the key. So many organizations, we are seeing that the lack of training to the middle level managers are the largest roadblocks. So every company need to design a specific training models to middle level managers to strengthen the ecosystems. They are the real communicators of the purpose and vision to the next down the line people.
Correct.
So by constant communication, first organizations need to define the purpose from the top level, and then communicating it to the ground level constantly with the medium of strengthening middle level managers will help every organization.
Yeah, because they meet the frontliners on a regular basis. Yeah.
Yes.
Very true. Okay. So when you say can competing companies really collaborate and grow, according to you?
Yes, that is possible. Actually, we demonstrated in our association or in our industry. And 11 years back when we started IDF, even the nearest companies who are working in the same space, they don't share data. Everyone keeps things secretive. In our opinion, 95% of the things are common for any organization. Every company has some of the unique advantages or unique USPs built into the manufacturing ecosystem or the marketing ecosystem. That 5% everyone can keep still secretive, and no need to share those 5% of the things which is very unique to the company. But 95% of the things are very common. Instead of each one learning on their own, and learning curve is very steep and everyone can't spend time in this fast world. And instead of that, sharing knowledge among the stakeholders within the industry, and even competitors can share. For example, in our organization, in our association, there are 100, 200, 300 spinning mills are there. And if one company is able to achieve particular benchmark to produce 1 kg of yarn, one company achieved a benchmark of 2.7 units per kg. That is the first benchmark we heard from the entire industry. And if that company sharing that data motivates more people to achieve that. And over a period of time, another company outsmarted the first one and achieved 2.55. So these kind of things are bringing bringing up the overall efficiency of the manufacturing. And the first company learned from the second company, and the first and second created a motivation to everyone. And almost now 30% of the industry achieved that benchmark in the past 3 years of efforts. And another example, one technology intervention we identified as a team, and that was expensive because very less takers in the market. We invited the brand and told them, you customize the offer, don't do any marketing. We as entrepreneurs are ready to support in terms of orders. We just created an order book pipeline of 50 companies and told them you reduce the price. Because we are also bringing a lot of comforts in terms of zero marketing, immediate payment, so many things. The brand reduced the payback time reduced from 2 years to 1.2 years. So naturally, as a team, we implemented and we saved 60 crore with the technology intervention in the 1 year itself. Without this collaborative intervention, brand may not reduce the price because they have their own grievance of getting orders very slowly and walking into each company for 20 times to get orders.
To get the orders, yeah.
So these kind of technology interventions also we demonstrated with the collaboration of like-minded companies, and we negotiated and implemented together. This is not only one example. I can tell a number of examples like that, even best practices. For example, SME companies may not have the size to bring a good training leadership trainer or someone from a place. And they may not have the facility also to conduct such programs with the good internal facility. We created ITF Leadership Academy, and Leadership Academy is catering to the needs of SME entrepreneurs. It's a non-profit organization, and whatever the cost spent on training, trainer, and the hotel, every expenses shared equally by the SMEs. So in that intervention, we are able to bring a world-class training platform to even a normal small company.
The industry as a whole grows.
Yes.
When I was going through your profile, I found a very interesting coined word, cooperative competition. So it was very beautiful. Like you compete yet be cooperative. So like now you gave this example. Can you give any classic example where, when it is competition, definitely one wants to beat the other, either in terms of finance or orders, whatever. So how does that fear how do they manage the fear when it is collaborative?
Yes, the fear, finally someone from the organization, or for example in ITF, and by sharing data or by sharing benchmark or the best practices, that's why I told 5% secretive things every company keep on their own. 95% of the things, if you take EBITDA margin of any company, if the EBITDA margin of industry is 15% on an average, somebody is with 8%. They can't get that 15% by knowing others' knowledge. They need a lot of execution capabilities also.
Correct, yeah.
So by just bringing knowledge, no one can achieve tomorrow morning. There is no magic formula available.
Correct.
So at the same time, in our own experience, people have, every company have some unique characteristic on they built some kind of a uniqueness inside the company. So by sharing these things, definitely everyone benefited. Initially, as you said, everyone are skeptical about this initiative. Once they experience 2-3 areas of collaborative improvement, then automatically people will come forward. For example, market intelligence is an area. How the US market behave, how the US market consumption patterns behave, how the China plus one opportunity is coming. If we jointly appointing an agency and collect data, spend some 50 lakhs or 1 crore and collect market intelligence, that will help everyone. And one individual company can't spend 50 lakhs or 1 crore on market intelligence. So we need to identify areas which can bring better results Some success models may motivate everyone to join this kind of a model.
Yeah, so that's a very beautiful thing. Like, you share the expense, gain the knowledge,
Yes.
and also compete with each other.
Yes.
So I think you've played a major role in the textile industry.
All teamwork, we have like-minded entrepreneurs. It is all driven by, we have our own businesses, and sometime we are spending extra for the benefit of the industry.
Yeah. No, it takes a lot of efforts to, make people understand the importance
Yes.
of collaborating. Yeah. Awesome. So, yeah. And what do you think about micromanaging and empowering? Like, how does those two, like few companies love to micromanage and few people empower the employees. So how do you see this difference?
See, in today's world, micromanaging will not work because now we are dealing with the new generation of workforce or newcomers. Their aspiration and expectations are different from the earlier generation. So they don't, they like and love empowerment. If we are not empowering them, our attrition rates are naturally will go up. And that is the basic fundamental thing everyone need to understand. We need to create checkpoints. Blind empowerment also very dangerous.
Yeah.
We need to create systems to strong MIS to know what is happening. But today's generation have a lot of better knowledge than the what is happening in the whole subject. And with the right empowerment, definitely they can deliver better. And there is no choice available for the companies now. Empowerment is the basic need, number one. And by empowerment, they may do some mistakes. Everyone, why people are not empowering others? A general manager is not empowering a junior employee, or a managing director is not empowering the next stage of leader. There are two things. One is fear of failure. Definitely, everyone fails, and we need to account and allow them to fail, and naturally they will learn in the process and they may not do the mistake. And by proper empowerment, the leaders can spend their valuable time on the bigger subjects. If I'm not empowering my team member, I will spend my time on day-to-day affairs. I don't have enough time to think beyond an year or two. So every stage, we need to empower people. Micromanaging may give some kind of psychological satisfaction to us, but it is the biggest blocker for our growth.
Very true. Like, as you said, the current generation wants enough freedom, and they don't like, even the kids at home, they don't like getting micromanaged. So very rightly said, and they know better.
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. So, though there is collaboration and all that, like without competition, there will not be, like you said, beyond the unit where somebody did 2.5 and then the other person learned and did even better. So, what is the importance of competitiveness? What do you find the importance?
Competitiveness is a basic thing because even as a country, everyone talks about China plus one opportunity now. It is real because China has built such a manufacturing powerhouse. And due to changing geopolitical environment, now many countries want to diversify the supply chain. If they may keep China also as a base, and apart from that, some incremental business and whatever Chinese costs also increasing. So in such situation, buyers are very, very clear. They want us to compete with China on pricing also.
Okay.
And nobody will give. See, simply one of the expert once told, for our inefficiencies, buyers will not give extra price. So for even as a consumer, we will not pay some extra price to a particular product in the shop because they are known to us. And the same applies to businesses also. So competitiveness means how we can manufacture world-class quality at very low cost, or a reasonable cost is the basic thing every company, every industry, every country, every state need to explore. Or otherwise, we will not grab the global market share. And even in domestic also, we may be outfaced by the smart competitors. So competitiveness means we need to build scale, specialization, or whatever the unique capabilities we want to build in the organization, we need to work on that. So competitiveness should be the basic mantra to survive in this competitive environment.
Competitive world, yeah. So that also involves updating skills and
Yes,
gaining
and
knowledge of
technology interventions. Without
technology.
technology interventions, nothing works here. And who are all adopting technology, who are all adopting systems, digital, they will move forward in a much faster speed, because every intervention is bringing down the cost. And so this is all in the changing environment. We need to align with technology. We can't say we will keep our old technologies and compete. It is not possible. If we are not doing, somebody will do and grab the market share.
But on a personal note, in a country like India, in a place like Tirupur or Coimbatore, where the population survives on the industry. So when there is more and more technology intervention, won't the workforce be affected? So, like you said, even the workforce cost is getting cut. It is very good for the company as such. But when it comes to the workforce or the people as such, how do you see that?
Actually, there are two things. By bringing cost competitiveness, you are increasing volumes. We export, India export around $1.2 billion worth of ready-made garments every month. China exports $12 billion worth of ready-made garments every month. So if we are able to bring cost competitiveness by reducing our workforce, we can improve business and engage the existing workers. That is one way of answering it, number one. Number two, so business opportunities we need to grow, number one. Number two, Tamil Nadu kind of states are not worker surplus states. We are all depending on migrant workers for our manufacturing jobs. Tamil Nadu is moving towards more of a service economy. So high-end jobs are taking over, a lot of these centers coming, and people are more graduates are there. So for traditional manufacturing jobs, we are depending on other state workers, and we are happy with them, and they are happy with us. That's not an issue. But long run, every company need to automate to reduce the workforce dependency, so that things will be very clear. And as a nation, we may have such challenges by rapid automation. If our exports are not growing, we may face the unique situation of labor availability and less work. But as I said in the first remark, if we are able to grab volumes, we can engage any number of people. Every $1 billion additional exports in apparel can bring 1.5 lakh new jobs.
Okay.
So every month, if we are able to double our volume, we can employ 10-15 lakh people easily in the one sector alone. Like that electronics, so many sectors are there. See, any country need to fire their export engine to bring employment, and to bring such kind of fire to the export engine, we need competitiveness. For that, it's like a chicken egg story. But definitely it is doable.
Okay. So it can be like you can also uplift the people along with the technology. Yeah. Awesome, sir. It was very interesting conversing with you on collaborative and competition. Yeah. So Arul, over to you. The questions are
Great. Thank you so much, Alagu ma'am and Prabhu sir. It's a great conversation between you both. Thank you so much for taking up the topic today. And Prabhu sir, thank you so much for giving us more insights on this important topic, collaborative growth. In our language, we used to always say the win-win situation. We always talk about win-win things and all. Thank you so much for putting all these insights together, and thanks for sharing this.
No problem.
Yes, pleasure. Thank you so much for being with us today. And now it's time for us to get the understanding of the members, what they learned on this today's session. Let's invite our quiz leader today, Shantanu. Now, before the quiz, I would like to share today's quiz prize. Just a minute, just share the PPT now. So today's quiz prize is all about, 101 success stories of blissful workplace. The author of Baby's book. Let's see who's that lucky winner to receive this book today. Let's see. Yes, Ms. Shantamina, it's your turn now. You can start your question.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Very good evening.
Good evening, Arul, for giving me this opportunity, and
Pleasures.
Good
Yeah,
evening.
yeah. So the question is, so many questions I was able to take from that. So out of that, I have chosen one. So what is a basic mantra for surviving in a competitive world? So I have, okay. So I have given it in the chat box. All of you, please give your answer in the chat box.
Oh my God, it's running now.
Okay. So as usual,
let's see who's that. Okay, Rashmi ma'am.
Sukumaran sir is the first one to answer.
Oh, great.
So that's why I told as usual.
As usual, very nice. I think Beena actually answered from out of box, not from the
Okay,
option.
yes, collaborate.
Collaborate,
Great,
So
Miss Beena. Thanks for
collaborate,
answering.
and Giri sir also have.
Yes. Even Giri sir has
Before
mentioned
I
out
could
of
give
box.
out the options, they both answered.
Yeah.
Very fast. We have to give separate quiz prize for them.
Exactly.
It is like fastest finger first,
Yeah, that's
Sukumaran
what.
sir.
They are very fast actually. Before even putting up the option, they answered. Great, Ms. Beena and Giri sir. And so today is the quiz winner, and the person who's winning this 101 success story is Mr. Sukumar. Congratulations, Sukumar sir. Very happy for you. Thank you so much for answering today. And for sure, sir, Prabhu sir, for your information, Mr. Sukumaran is our continuous quiz winner for almost past 4 to 5 episodes.
Okay. Nice, Prabhu.
Yes. He's our. We used to tell this quiz leader who's putting the quiz in the chat box. Now we have one more title as quiz master. He's our Sukumaran. So now onwards, Sukumar will be called as quiz master. Thank you, Sukumaran sir. Thank you so much for answering this question and congratulations. Yes, Sukumaran sir. Now it's your turn. If you have any questions to ask to our proposer, you can ask. I will just give you the option of unmuting. Yes, turn on the video, sir, if possible. That will help us.
Yeah. Thank you for this session, sir. Amazing session. Sir, you already answered, like when you try to collaborate, how we can, now the fear, like we'll be, now if we collaborate with somebody, like now he will take more share, we'll take less share. How can we now come out of that from our mind?
Correct. That is a natural fear, sir. Everyone will have. And somebody should initiate that kind of, for example, in our industry, our association ITF initiated that. Because of that, everyone experienced something and they realized. Like that, some outsider should initiate. That is an easy way of doing it. And for our own mindset, how to change? First, realization is very important, because every organization or an individual or an entrepreneur, we knows only a limited knowledge. So within our limited knowledge, whatever our mind or our thought says, we are implementing. But now, by way of better collaboration, by way of better reflection, we can learn very quickly. That is the biggest advantage of collaboration. For example, if you want to learn something, some management practice or some kind of technology, it will take a lot of time on your own to learn. And number two, your question is very valid. We also need to share. For example, if only we are a receiver, nobody will share their mantras with us. So it is kind of partnering with the competitors or on the possible areas. And if you want to collaborate, you also need to spell out something which you achieved in your factory or in your business. And if you are able to share that openly, and people will get inspiration, they will start sharing. And we noticed that in our own association or network, few people are only receivers. They don't share always. And by over a period of time, people judge each other, and they will stop communicating with the particular people who are not sharing. So to experiment this, you need to ready to share some of the unique things. That's why I told very key, very specialized unique things to you and your company, you need not share. But if you apply our mind, 95% of things are common. And such things, if you are able to share as a first mover, and other people also will come forward. Somebody should initiate the change. See, and another big picture I can tell you, we need to think our competitor is sitting in China and Bangladesh or Vietnam, not in our neighbor. Neighbor is not our competitor. Because if we are thinking our neighbor is our competitor, our growth will not be much visible. We don't think global. So imagine our competitor is sitting in China, how we all can bring
Together.
the better collaboration within ourselves to compete with the Chinese sitting in Beijing. So that is the basic mindset change we need to bring. Somebody should initiate, and even you can initiate with your own circles.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Super, super. Thanks
Hi,
so much
sir.
sir,
This
for
is
asking this question, and thanks, Prabhu sir, for answering
uh,
Sukumar's
okay.
question.
This is
Yes.
Vinay here.
Oh, yes, Vinay sir. Yes, yes, yes.
Uh-huh. So, sir, as you told that we should think that our competitors are in China and Bangladesh and Vietnam. So it means then we should also target the clients which are giving work to China, Bangladesh, and Vietnam. Like this VIP industries, it is entirely shifted to Bangladesh, and all these toys and many other things that is shifted to China. So like that. So how can we get such clients which are I mean, giving work to China? How can we target them? How can we bring them in our own kitty?
See, generally the marketing, see, every company need to spend on marketing. We are very weak in that. And for example, every segment, every sector, lot of exhibitions are happening in United States or any developed market. There should be a budget allotment to participate in that fairs. And it is not immediate. After participating on fair, we can't get immediate business. We should make us visible with continuous 2-3 visits there, number one. And number two, now with digital connect, we can reach many people in the ecosystem. And marketing is the key. We need to employ. For example, many Bangladeshi companies employed Europeans as their marketing managers. If you see, this is very new to us. We don't engage any outsider. Even Tamil Nadu company will employ only Tamil Nadu person as a marketing manager. But they are thinking out of the box, and they employed Europeans as their marketing managers, and they are able to reach the customers better. And for small and medium enterprises, a lot of export promotion councils are there in India. They have their own budget of supporting the SMEs to reach the buyers. So marketing spend, every company need to reach the right audience with efforts.
So spending in marketing means what? Hiring people for
Yes,
marketing people?
hiring people is very important, because end of the day, as a owner, if you are able to travel or if you are able to communicate directly, that makes sense. And if you are not able to do, because your core is manufacturing. See, many companies, many entrepreneurs, we notice that they are very strong in manufacturing, may not be very strong in marketing, because both mindsets are totally different. Even within the organization, we witnessed that one brother who is very strong in marketing, if he step into manufacturing, he will collapse everything, because his mindset, his training, his entire attitude is built towards marketing. And we can't find out an entrepreneur who is very strong in manufacturing as marketing, and very rare combination. So if as an entrepreneur, if you are very strong in manufacturing, better to hire somebody specialized in marketing, and that is the first step. And after hiring, we need to enable them to reach our customers with little spend on participating in the exhibitions, participating in road shows, and collaborating with the persons in those countries. In every country, lot of SMEs are there like us. Even individuals are there, in lot number of individuals are there looking for business opportunities. Even one of our member, he tied up with an Australian who is an individual. It is they connected only by digital, never they met personally. Now, for Australian market, that gentleman is taking care of our Tirupur-based company's work, and he is getting some commission. Like that, we need to try some out-of-the-box solutions to reach global consumers.
Sir, actually, I'm
Vinay
into service industry, not into
Yes.
manufacturing.
Vinay sir,
And
just a small point, Vinay sir. Can we take
Yes.
this into personal? Maybe you can connect with the Prabhu sir through LinkedIn and you can ask, because we have only one more questions to be. We are running out of
okay,
time.
sure, sure.
Sorry to
Okay,
interrupt,
okay.
Vinay sir. Thank you so much.
Uh-huh. That's it.
Yes, yes. Thanks, Vinay sir. Thank you, Prabhu sir. Yes, yes. Giri sir, you can ask the last one question. Yes, you have raised his hand. Yes.
Thank you, Arul, for the
Pleasure,
wonderful
sir.
observation you had, and the question already you are chatting in the box.
Yes,
And
yes.
today, Prabhu Damodaran sir, you gave very so many insights today. There are so many takeaways. The top three takeaways are disruptions are natural, and second one is management are not training the middle managers. Middle managers are the key to strengthen the ecosystem. And the third one is leadership has to spend more time on bigger things, not in micromanagement. And finally, the fourth thing is competition. Competitor is not the other company. Competition is our technology, AI and GPT, and then our employees. So finally, my question is how to develop more entrepreneurs in Tamil Nadu, because now the business people won't get any என்ன சொல்ல பொண்ணு கூட யாரும் கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க அந்த because the MSME and SME people, I am not talking about corporates. So like that we are facing like anything, but we have to break the cycle. I think Gujarat is having more entrepreneurs. I wish to develop at least 1,000 entrepreneurs in Tamil Nadu through me. I hope you can give more insights also. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for your comments, sir. And actually, entrepreneurship is in the bloods of Tamilians, and definitely Tamil Nadu will continue to the journey of entrepreneurship. As you said, a lot of challenges are emerging now, and a lot of challenges are external, and some challenges are internal. And nowadays, the younger generation wants a big money from the day one. And so they are chasing such dreams, and they are achieving success in some areas, may not achieving success in some areas. And we need to create a lot. In Tamil Nadu, we are lacking in some areas. For example, new generation, new type of new age businesses, we are not attempting more. We are always chasing asset heavy businesses. Many other part of the country, many people in Mumbai or Delhi, they are all smartly working on asset light businesses and making better margins than the traditional manufacturing companies. So that kind of awareness we need to give to our people, identify asset light models, better margin products, and enable the Tamil Nadu entrepreneurs ecosystem to follow. Number one. Number two, current SMEs, how we can strengthen the SMEs. SMEs lack a lot of knowledge. Knowledge is the basic thing. If we are able to give as a team or as a society to how one SME can compete globally, there are few fundamental things that we will discuss later. So such kind of knowledge infusion should happen in every industry, so that by seeing success of the SMEs, our people automatically will come to business. Why people are scared about business? They're seeing a lot of failures, and 50% is of the failure reasons are external, 50% are internal. So we need to work as a society. Whatever the little bit we are doing, also in similar lines, like that, many organizations also trying.
Yeah, finally, I also tried one thing. I just wanted to 1 minute, Arul. I'm sorry,
No
I'm
problem.
taking much time. First,
Yes.
I will tell my employees first joining is a 90 days. It's a honeymoon period.
Correct.
Then after that, they have to be as work like a employee, self-employed, employer, and then entrepreneur, and then socialpreneur, spiritualpreneur, and then creator. Like that, these steps, they can take anything, but it will take more time.
Correct.
The success is not overnight success. It will
Correct.
take 1,000 days or whatever it may be. Otherwise, he can develop as an entrepreneur. Up to CEO, they can elevate. So this is a franchise model. Also, I am
Very
creating.
Great.
Thank you, Arun.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Super. Yes, thank you, Shantamina ma'am, for giving us a short and quiz question, and we have got more questions on the quiz question only. Great. Thank you, Shantamina. Thank you so much. Yes. Now, before talking about the summary, I mean, even Giri sir did a small summary of today's episode. Yes. So before getting into the major summary session, it's time for us to share one more PPT slide. So now it's all about our next rocket goals, which is happening on 11th of January. This Saturday, coming Saturday, we have only 2 more days left. People are joining, even Shantamina ma'am, and one more from Nirupama. She's joining from Bangalore. Thank you, Nirupama, for joining with us. So this rocket goals is all about financial goal. So grow your stacks is the topic. We have Mr. Venkateshan and Mr. Pradeep Narayan as a guest of honor, and Ms. Anuradha Nagarajan as a moderator for this complete panel discussion. Looking forward to see you all on this Saturday. Sir, you are in Coimbatore. Will be able to join for this episode.
Sure. Thank you, sir.
Separate invite, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Alago Lakshman, ma'am, and Sandam. Thank you.
I will definitely share you the invite, sir.
Right.
We have planned accordingly. Thank you so much. And yes, now it's time for. You have any commitment, sir?
No, nothing, sir.
Good. Thank you so much. Now it's
thank you. Thanks, Fernando. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Now it's a small summary from Ms. Aishwarya. Yes, Dr. Aishwarya, I can do a summary for the episode.
Yeah, good evening, Arul. Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
The experience is the best teacher. You have shared many insights, sir. Let me quickly summarize the things that have been shared. First, we have to accept the disruption, which is very real. Disruptions are real. We have to accept the changes and we have to read the dots as well, and we should accept the change. They should accept it as a team. The communication should flow in a right way to achieve their goal. We should insist the purpose and the goal to the employees, and continuous training module should be given to the middle level managers to achieve their goal. Instead of knowing the things alone, we have to do the things in a collaborative intervention so that it will be a motivation factor to each and everyone so that they can easily achieve their goal. We should share the experience, and we should also see many success models and interventions to have better experience. No one is champion in the first place. So we should learn from our failures. Leaders should spend time on empowering their team people. We should build scale, and we have to build our uniqueness, and we should compete in a competitive world. Because every intervention will reduce cost, we have to accept the changes. At the outset of this program, realization is the first stage of accepting the challenges. Thank you, Arul. Sir, I think I have summarized all the things that have been told.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Great. These are a short, crisp summary, Dr. Aishwarya. Thank you so much for being
Thank you so much, Arul. Thank you.
Yes. Before getting the vote of thanks, thank you from my side. Thank you, Alag ma'am. Thank you, Prabhu sir. Thank you, Shantamina ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Aishwarya, and Pankaj sir and Pooja for supporting for me for this episode. Thank you so much. And thank you, Prabhu sir, for joining with us.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the insights.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yes, Gauri, you can do the.
Yeah. So good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Could you hear me?
Yeah.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. Sir, before going to the summary, the vote of thanks, I need to say that you said we should adapt to the technology or somebody will come and capture the market, right? That is a very sensible insight from you I got. So let me quickly share the purpose of the community. Leaders Connect 360 is a hybrid model leadership community where every Wednesday from 6:30 to 7:15 p.m. we invite a leader who is a master in their field to provide solution for our real-time leadership challenges. Much like the valuable experience we had today from our guest, Mr. Prabhu Damodaran sir. Additionally, every last week of the month, we invite an author to share knowledge and insight from their book. Please follow our social media platforms to get updates about our weekly and quarterly events. Join our community is very simple. Just click on the social media link shared in the chat box. It gives me immense pleasure to thank our guest, Mr. Prabhu Damodaran sir, and our panel discussion leader, Ms. Alagu Lakshmanan, and moderator, Mr. Pankaj Vyas sir, for investing their valuable time in sharing their experience and insights with us. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Great, great. Thank you, Gauri. Thanks for this vote of thanks. Thank you so
And
much. Yes.
thank you.
Yeah, any points you want to share, Gauri?
Yeah. Guests
Yes.
and everyone in attendance kindly accept our gesture of thanks through a special thank you video. We request our member and visitors to stay tuned till the end as we give an opportunity to introduce ourselves, which will help us network and know better. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. I shall play the
Gauri.
vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, I shall